Shapeshifter, go grill, plain, so I can heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, just set way quicker. Made if I'ma go to date with ya.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul. So fly, I can walk in any spot, every be soaking. From a time when was stronger, today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever. Before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real prop. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision while I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA and King James, kin of St. Michael. Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard and loud.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store. As it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that will extra pep in their step, you go to them early on.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. The Steelers at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now a 2nd and 2. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And right away he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security. And they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. We can look at this Browns defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Ethan Evans on down to punt. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To throw is Fields. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times to interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap, Fields. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. You look at this Steeler defense. They played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Fields throwing again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
Fields going to change things up here. Hands it off out of the gun. Now he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now Fields going to run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here we go. 331, 331. Press, run to right.
Now it's Fields. Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's Fields on the sneak. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Hey, can't. Right.
Lloyd. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
319, that's right. Hey, can't. Hey, can't. Right.
Here's Fields. And he's got it. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Hey, can't. Extend. You got a mini base.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. That is caught. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and get it.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A.J. Brown, 34 yards. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed, as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try to pick it up himself.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on the field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Trey Hendrickson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll drop to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught pretty well. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 2 yards to go, second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the Browns' 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go. Angel.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
58, who's here's that?
Now Fields going to move him around. Right back to him on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Fields now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Here we go. Out. 331. 331. Out.
from the gun. Here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Here we go. 319. You got a mini base. Hey, Ken.
They snap it to Fields. And he comes back with 1 complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Ken. Go.
Fields. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Well, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 30-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A final shot before the break. Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 319.
Back to throw. Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking to throw. Fields. Will try and do this himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Taken in at the 11. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers are going on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 7.
At their 48-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding Metcalf on the comeback route. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Man open left side is Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A.J. Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on them as they stop him for no gain. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Y'all don't miss that.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Yeah, look at that.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Look at you popping in my stream. I was just watching your stream the other day. You ain't say nothing. Unless you ain't seen me tag. I think you were showing now like 2 days ago.
And his rough night continues. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
220, go.
Back to throw. Fields.
Ooh,
And his
oh my
throw is going to be
gosh.
incomplete.
Had no command that time, man. They put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here we go. 19 windy. Here we go. You got a mini base. Why not? Angel. Hey, can.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Don't jump, ready? Go.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
Here we go. Shot.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. He's got the first down and more than that. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
11.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now it's Fields. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point safely through. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they're trying to run the ball and run the clock out.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle. This is 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
They're going to look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Steelers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score